Hello everyone, this video is for Wednesday, May 6th, ELA. Today we are going to be reading the chapter called Las Papayas. It's chapter 3 of Esperanza Rising. And just to be clear, you're only reading to page 33 of the chapter, so 23 to 33, if you have the hard copy. I was able to screenshot the pages of the book for you, so if those of you that don't have the book can read off of the one on Google Slides that I'm posting onto Classroom. So today we're going to be able to make inferences about characters by analyzing the words and phrases that the author uses in the text. And before we get into reading and thinking about what inferences are, I wanted to just stop and talk to you for a minute about the first two chapters of the book, because yesterday during Zoom, I was feeling a little bit surprised at people's misunderstandings. So I want to make sure that you understand the actual plot of the book so far. So the book starts out, chapter 1, with Esperanza being 6 years old, and she's spending time with her dad on their ranch in Mexico. They're very wealthy. They have a big farm called Aguas Calientes, and they have a lot of different fruits, and they're walking through the vineyards, and Esperanza and Papa are really bonding. And then the chapter you read on Tuesday, Las Uvas, is about the grapes, the harvesting of the grapes. It's 6 years later, so she's gone from age 6 to age 12, and she's really excited for her birthday. Her birthday is going to be the next day, or really soon. And she's really excited, and she's thinking about all the fun things she's going to do, and her quinceañera, which is coming up in a few years, and her friends. But then the day before her birthday, she accidentally pricks her finger on a rose thorn, and she feels like it's a sign of bad luck. And her mom and her grandma are like, it's okay, distract yourself, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. But her dad actually also ends up not coming home on time, and she starts to get even more worried, thinking, oh, this bad omen with the rose, like it's really coming true, something bad's happening. So while they're waiting, she's crocheting with her grandma, her abuelita, and her grandma's trying to give her advice, and she starts thinking about, a person that works on the farm. She starts daydreaming kind of. But then as the night gets later, something really bad happens. So her dad's still not home, and before we know it, her two uncles, who are not very nice, come to the farm, and they have Papa's belt buckle, but they don't have Papa. So Papa is still missing, and it's another bad sign that he's not okay. And there's been rumors that there's these bandits going through the land and attacking the wealthy the landowners, just like Papa. So now things are really intense. And then a short time later, two of the farm workers, Miguel and Alfonso, come, and they have the dad's body, and he is in fact dead. And yesterday on Zoom, a lot of people did not know that the dad died at the end of the chapter. So to be clear, Esperanza is devastated that her father has died. It's right before her birthday. This is the worst thing ever for her. So they're really, really sad. And she doesn't know how she's going to go on. I mean, he was her whole life. So that being said, today you're going to be able to make inferences about characters thinking about the words and the phrases that the author uses. So good readers can think about the author's meaning and make inferences about characters based on the words and phrases that they use. So obviously there's two types of language, right? We've talked about this a lot. There's figurative language and there's literal language. So figurative language is comparing two things, whereas literal language describes actual events or objects. So you can ask yourself, what words or phrases describe the character or the character's feelings? How's the author using figurative language? And what point's the author trying to make? So as we read, we're just going to read one page together. I want you to be thinking about what words and phrases are making you think, and what the author's really trying to get us to think about. So let's read just the beginning of Las Papayas together. So the beginning starts with the happy birthday song in Spanish. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David a las muchachas bonitas, se las cantamos aquí. These are the morning songs which King David used to sing to all the pretty girls. We sing them here to you. Esperanza heard Papa and the others singing. They were outside her window, and their voices were clear and melodic. Before she was aware, she smiled, because her first thought was that today was her birthday. I should get up and wave and kisses to Papa. But when she opened her eyes, she realized that she was in her parents' bed on Papa's side that still smelled like him, and the song had been in her dreams. Dreams. Why hadn't she slept in her own room? Then the events of last night wrenched her mind into reality. Her smile faded, her chest tightened, and a heavy blanket of anguish smothered her smallest joy. Papa and his vaqueros had been ambushed and killed while mending a fence on the farthest reaches of the ranch. The bandits stole their boots, saddles, and horses, and they even took the beef jerky that Papa had hidden in his pockets for Esperanza. All right, I'm going to pause right here. So what words or phrases from this paragraph here describe how the character is feeling? Well, there is a lot here that tells us how she's feeling. So clearly she's not happy because she realized that she was having a dream about her dad. It says the events of last night wrenched her mind into reality. Her smile faded, her chest tightened, and a heavy blanket of anguish smothered her smallest joy. Think of how descriptive that is. Not only is it descriptive with adjectives, like tightened, heavy, smothered, smallest, right? Think about how the author is comparing her feelings to a heavy blanket. What does this make you think? Well, it makes me think that she feels like she's suffocating. She can't even believe that this has happened. This is a terrible event. So as you read, think about the author's descriptive language and really pay attention. Read a little bit slower today to try to really take in the words and phrases that the author is using. Hopefully this helped, and hopefully you are understanding what the author means and what the author's trying to say so that we understand some of the big plot points of the book. We'll see you on Zoom and we will go over this. Sorry that you can't see me. It's just easier if you can see the pages of the book, but I'll try to figure something out. Anyways, have a great day. We will see you later.